This thing's overhead cams, fuel injected.
We should have gone for a bike ride.
Alright guys, here she is. That hasn't changed. We're kicking goals.
I gave him one job, and that was move Coco to the left of the car.
Finally out on date night. We haven't been on date night for a month, or over a month now, and it's been too long.
It feels good. I've even look down here. I've even put heels on. Just I never do that.
So we're out in the smoking area of all places. Nothing against people who smoke, but we don't. And we had to come out here. It's quite busy inside, but this is our bit of a local that we come to and have a steak night and a couple of drinks that go along with our meal, which is great. So we've been, I don't know if you've followed the fact that we're on a bit of a weight loss journey. And
I think we've said it in quite a few episodes actually. Yeah. You're probably getting sick of hearing it, but
probably. But a whole month without having any sort of alcohol or eating rubbish or anything like that. So that's why we haven't been out for a month or so on our date night.
Exactly a month.
Yeah.
Exactly a month today.
So finally, I've had two beers and one wine.
You had 2 beers? No, you've had
one beer.
One
sorry.
beer at home.
So there you go. That's how good I'm going. I'm already at half cut.
One beer and 2 wines.
Yeah, but it's been a great journey. We've done really well, so we're going to continue to look after ourselves and make sure that we're right. I think we got a little bit complacent, you know. You meet each other, and then 3 years down the track, you start to blow out a bit. So we're just reining it back in.
We're very proud of where we've got to. So it's been a month, and I won't disclose the figures yet, but hopefully you can see a little bit of a difference in both of us. But the misto's done very, very well, and hence why he's back on the jars.
Anyway, that being all said, we thought we'd touch base and let you guys know about the upcoming episode that you're about to watch right now. So I've been looking at hitches for a long period of time after our weigh-in, and I wanted to show you guys this particular hitch that I've just purchased, and we've given it a few tests, and so far I am bloody impressed with it. Like, really impressed. Obviously no affiliation with these guys whatsoever, as you know, if you follow our channel, we generally aren't. So
we are.
Yeah, we definitely aren't. So kick back, watch this episode, and let us know what you think about the hitch and the setup. Yes.
So rewind a couple of weeks when we got our car and caravan weighed, and you would have seen that Leon said that our hitch was still too low. So we went out and bought another hitch, which we're about to show you. And does that work? You'll see.
You'll have to wait and see. We'll check in once you've watched this, and we'll pop back in after a couple more wines and a couple more Cokes.
Can I have ice cream?
I love date night.
Maybe I'll substitute that for a ice
little
cream.
Bit of ice cream. You can have ice cream, sweetheart.
Oh, thanks, darling.
We've purchased about 20 different hitches to get this nice and level. So don't do what we've done and buy it once and you're done with it. The situation that we hadn't had the GVM done, so the car was too low, so we needed to get a hitch to lift it up higher for the caravan. So we've gone and done that. That was probably about $150 worth, and then we thought, oh, we've got the right hitch now, and it turns out that obviously still a little bit low, so we need to lift this up. And we've found just at Auto Barn, Mr. Hitches. The other thing that's a little bit frustrating is that Lubbles has put this reverse light here, which means I can't have this pin going the opposite way. I'll show you what I mean when we get this off. Oh, it's ridiculous. Alright, so what I mean by this is we had this toe pin the opposite way. We had it on this side, but obviously now the light's in there, you can't put it in there. And then we put our breakaway on here because it's on this particular side. And now we can't utilise that because they've put this light here. Anyway, we just got to keep chipping away. So have a look at this beauty. As I said, 4 tonne. This thing's overhead cams, fuel injected. It's got all the bells and whistles. 3 adjustables. Like I said, purchased this from Autobarn. It was on sale for $179. Usually retails at about $225, I think. And then, oh, she's heavy duty. But we can lift this up, or, which in this case, we need to go, I think this might be too high, is it? Again, that's going to be too high. Oh, we're up shit creek. So I'm going to have to flip this around. Better not damage it in case I've got to take it back. Has to be, because you got to remember this part here, the other one that Leon had was coming straight out. You know what I mean? Mm. And I figured that this would work because it's got so many different ways that you can put it. Oh, that's going to be too high. That's too high. Because you've got to have 2 pins in there. So that's not going to work. That's the original toy holder, so that's too low. Might be going back.
Maybe we should have gone for a bike ride, dog.
So as you just saw, that the hitch from Autobarn didn't quite go to plan, so we had to exchange that, take that back, and they gave us a full refund, which was great. I mean, it wasn't damaged or anything, so that was fine. So I had to do a lot more research to try to find out what hitch I was going to go for, and I found this South Australian company called Kurt Rebellion XD, which is 2 components, as you'll see coming up right now, and I find it works an absolute treat thus far, and I'm really confident it's going to work really well up on the kib in those corrugations.
We haven't seen this hitch on any other vehicle or any other YouTuber's channel. We literally, you did the research and you found it, and I swear to God, this thing's the bee's knees.
Alright guys, the Kurt Rebellion hitch has arrived. So I pre-ordered this about a week ago. It's actually a company in South Australia, Australian made, which is great. And I was looking for a hitch that actually lined up the caravan and the car perfectly. And I wanted to be able to also drop that down, so have it adjustable, so I could drop it down so I can tow the jet ski around, or the boat, the tinny or whatever. Because we've got that GVM upgrade, it's a little bit higher now, so we need to be able to adjust that if we're just towing a standard trailer, so to speak. So I ordered this online. As I said, Kurt Rebellion XD adjustable cushion hitch. And basically what happens is, as you you're going along bumps and stuff, there's a big rubber lug in here, and that cushions it as you're driving. So gross trailer mass 6,800 kilos, tongue mass is 680, and it fits. You can get two sizes. The tongue itself is actually on its way from another company. This company didn't have them in stock at the time, so you can buy them together as a unit or separately. So that's what I did. Had to pay a little bit more for it. The hitch itself I got for $479, but I believe that you can get them for around $469. Some companies actually are charging about $520. So do your research on that. Obviously paid full price for this. And then I found another company that sells the tongue itself. Now, there's two different sizes. You can have your standard 50mm tow ball size, which fits our DO35 hitch, our pin, or you can have, I think it's a 75mm, which is a little bit thicker, which I believe you can get a larger DO35 pin for that as well. So all depending on what you want to use it for. Obviously I don't know how this is going to go. I've never used it before. Just did my research online, had a look at some YouTube videos, and figured that this is probably going to be the best for what we need and what we want to utilise it. Now this will obviously be running right around Australia, so we'll give you a review on that and make sure it stocks up to its what it says it's going to do. Anyway, I need to wait for the tongue before I can show you how that goes on the car and how it all hooks up and how level it is. We'll do our measurements again and make sure we're all good to go. There you have it. Alright guys, here she is. The new hitch. Oh, she's got a bit of weight in it. I'm going to hook it up now and take the old Hayman Reese hitch off. This is rated at 3.5 tonne. We'll put our DO35 on here, and we'll let you know how it goes. Let's get into it. If you didn't watch our weigh video a couple of weeks back, where Leon came out and weighed the caravan and the car, we needed to actually lift the front end up a little bit of the caravan. So what I'll do is give you a quick measurement of what the tow hitch is sitting at the moment with the old hitch, and what it will go to when we put the new hitch on. So the front of the van is at 730, and that's sitting at 750. So we've got 20mm there to play with. We need to lift the van up 20mm. Hopefully the new hitch does the job. You right there, King?
Yeah, just getting a jar.
He knows I'm off it, so he's just sticking the boots in.
I've got a drinking share.
Anyway, all right, we'll change this hitch over. We need to lift this up 20mm. It's not much, but it'll make a significant difference. Put some of those little shims down the side of it. You don't have to do that, but I just don't like that, any sort of movement in that tongue. And that eliminates the side to side movement. And I can even put one in the top if I want to stop that up and down movement, which I might do, and we'll see how it travels. Well, there you have it. That's the hitch from Kurt Rebellion XD. One thing I do also like about this hitch itself is it has a little rubber, or not a little, but a big rubber lug in here. So when you travel, like you physically can't move that by yourself, but when you're traveling, that's obviously going to give you cushioning. So if you're going over corrugations or, you know, big potholes like that over there, it's going to take a lot of the stress out of your tow vehicle, and you're not going to feel that jerking and jumping around. Well, let's hope we don't anyway, because that's the idea of the whole hitch. So let's hook her up and we'll see how it sits. She's looking good. The other thing good about this adjustable hitch, obviously we tow a lot of trailers and stuff for the farm and getting hay and things like that, so we need to be able to drop it right down here, otherwise our trailer sits up way too high and then you're driving around sort of like that with your trailer or the jet ski or the boat for that matter. So this is great. We can go up higher if we want, we can go all the way down the bottom, easily removable with these pins. The other thing I'd probably suggest that I'll do is get some lockable pins, considering it's an expensive hitch. It's not, you know, top of the range expensive, but it's still, you know, all in all about 600 for the kit. So you want to be able to make sure that no mongrel's going to knock it off. All right, let's do the measurements and see where we're sitting. We need this up. Oh, look at that. There you go. That's 740 right there. So as Leon explained, you just need like 10 mil difference. I'm hoping this back end has stayed the same, and that should be 750. And so we've got 10 mil leading down to the tow vehicle, and that's exactly what you want. You don't want it 10 mil higher. You want it, you know, 10 mil down the front, so you do have front forward weight distribution. There you go, 75, that hasn't changed. We're kicking goals. That's date night done and dusted for another month. Well, I'm not going on another diet for another month, I'll give you that tip.
No, actually we'll probably save ourselves now for the cruise, because the cruise is only 2.5 weeks away, or just over 2 weeks.
Anyway, you're halfway through this episode, so hopefully you continue to watch it. Now I'm just about to do the rebuild on the rear of the Landcruiser, so that has been a mission itself, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Plenty happening. If you're into your 300 series fit outs and stuff, watch the rest of this episode and you'll see exactly how I've done it, and hopefully it helps you guys out.
Yeah, I don't know how many times he's rebuilt the back of this
It's good now.
Landcruiser.
It's bloody perfect. I'm happy with it.
But I gave him one job and that was move Coco to the left of the car.
Yeah, that's the reason why I had to rip it out. It was actually working perfectly.
Oh, yeah.
It needed some modification. It was only a prototype, so watch the rest of it and let us know what you think about it.
Enjoy.
For most of you that follow the channel would have seen the build on the back of the Landcruiser with the fridge and the drawer that we put in there. Now we've had that in there for a good 6 months now and given it a really good test. All in all, pretty happy with what we've done. We haven't removed the rear seats, got a false floor in there, and it works. It works quite well, but there's only one small issue. It's very small, but could potentially end up being quite major, and that is where Coco's area is situated. So I'll just give you a bit of a rundown. So I'll give you a bit of an insight. How's she looking in there? Yes. Yeah, so this side here is Coco's area, and it's actually worked really well. She's really comfortable in it. She's got a nice cage around her. She can see us. It's very well insulated. She has a little aircon vent up there too, so she's really comfortable. Jumps in and out of the car. She's got that little step there, so she can jump up there quite easily. So she's really comfortable. But what we've found is, like, especially when we have the caravan hooked up and we pull up, say in a car park and you've got the road directly, it's on the wrong side of the car for her to jump out or jump back in with traffic flying past. So what Laura suggested is we obviously change the side of where the bed goes, and that way she's on the nature strip side when she's going in and out of the car. So all fun and games, because I get to pull every single component out of this car: battery, lithium, inverter, the drawer system, the fridge, all the wiring. I get to pull all that out and show you guys again how it's all done. Another good reason why I need to pull it out is because I've come up with a better solution for this board in here. I've fixed it down just through the buckles here and haven't gone all the way to the edge, because you need to utilize this so you can access your tools if you have a puncher or whatever. So I wanted to utilize that area. It's a good little nook for just your tools and little bits and pieces. Anyway, so this is a false floor that we've just put in here. It's some form ply, actually very sturdy. I think it's about 18 mil thick. Works perfectly because you can get some really good fixings down with this drawer, also the battery. But what I've found is I needed to come up with a better idea to hook into these latches here. And once I've pulled everything out, I'll show you how I'll do it. Anyway, leave it with me. I'll rip into this and bring you guys along. that's all out. Back to a 7-seater. All right, now the real work begins. We've got to get this perfect. We just need to improve it a little bit with a better flooring, better tie downs, and stay tuned. I'll show you how it's done. I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this new panel down. Just get yourself a screwdriver and flip. Try to do this whilst holding the camera. It's not too hard, just flick that up there, and there you have a 10mm bolt. So we're going to take these fixings off, and we'll bolt that floor directly to, so we'll have 4 fixing points, and that will be ample. Simple as that. So we want to be able to get this curve nearly spot on. When I say nearly, it doesn't have to be perfect, but the best way that I do it is just get some tracing sort of paper, we'll cut it to length, so exactly where we want it to start and finish. So we don't want it too close to the back seats. I might just mark this, because we want it to go over that hinge hole. We also need to mark where this folds up, so we'll just go behind where that little tool section that I was showing you earlier folds up. Alright, we'll sketch this out and cut it out, and that gives us a template. Now by rights, the other side should be exactly the same, so all we need to do is one template, and then we flip it over and trace out the other template on the timber, and that will give us 2 perfect curvatures on one board with a 4 fixing points. $18mm spec right form ply. So this is stuff I'm going to use in the back as the subfloor. This is 1800 by 1200. So obviously we don't need that much, but $70 for that sheet. But the greatest thing about this is that it's structurally really good timber to use as a subfloor, so we won't have any issues with that bolting down perfectly. Here she is, the template. Well, not the template, but it's cut out, and just got to hope that it fits now. It's got to go in. Oh. I'll tell you what, like a boss. Come out to see what's going on. Up. Come on. How's that going? It's good? You like it? You like it? Alright, let's mark this out. Right, the subfloor is just about complete. All I need to do now is give it a prime, spray the edges black, just tidy it up a little bit. Countersunk the bolt holes. That's probably your hardest part, just lining up those bolt holes. You can measure it out, but what I did is I put the bolts in first and just put a little bit of white paint on the end of the bolt head, and then drop the floor back on top of it, and it obviously showed me exactly where the bolt holes were. Drilled them out, countersunk them, gave it a dry fit, made sure everything lined up properly. It all screws down perfectly. So what I'll do now is prime it and paint it. Everything out, so hopefully that makes things a lot easier for you guys if this is something that you wanted to do in the back of your 300 series. As you can see, I can still lift up the back flap here. What I'll do is I'll take a photo and put it up there for you guys. If you found it useful, or you think it might be useful for someone else, yeah, feel free to share it on some of the 300 forums. I know a lot of people are trying to work out how to do this. This is probably going to simplify it a lot, because there's a lot of measuring and stuff to get it actually perfectly right. So the holes are all lined up perfectly. It's not going to scratch the side of the car, so I'm pretty happy with that result. So there you go. Moment of truth with the door shut. I've brought the fridge a bit forward compared to what I had it last time, just to give us a bit more storage room at the back there, just for like first aid kits and all that sort of stuff that we generally carry. It's not fully fixed down yet. Anyway, we'll see. So I don't want to break the back windscreen. She sounded good. Let's have a look from this side. That's pretty good. I'm not hating it. That might be okay. Slowly getting there. She's nearly all done. I've given Coco a bit more room, so she'll be really comfortable in there. She loves it. We've still got plenty of storage space down the side here. That's the inverter and the battery. That fits in there great. Happy. Very happy. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll leave it here. I've got to go and pick up Harrison from school. And I actually need to do some work myself, so I'll hook up the fridge, make sure that all runs correctly, refix the fridge down a little bit further, but hopefully that's given you a good insight into a build in the rear of the Landcruiser without having to take the rear seats out. yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you out in the tracks. Come, girl, in the car. Test it out. Oh, you got confused, didn't you? You went the wrong side. You're a funny girl. Up here. Yes, good girl. Come on. Go get Harrison. Let's go. Come on, he's waiting. Up. Not that side, this side. Come on. Good girl. This side. Good girl. Up. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're very funny. This side, darling. Good girl. Come on, up you go. Yes. That side. Silly girl. Oh my God. Stay there, darling. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, it's your new bed. It's your new bed. Come on. Oh, Jesus. I might have to re-put it on the other side. She's not happy. Come on. Yeah. Ready? Oh, God. Good girl. Good girl.
Alright, so hopefully you like the back of that Landcruiser. It's pretty schmick now to me. He did a very good job, and Coco's quite comfortable. I did go and buy her a new bed to put in there from Kmart, and it fits quite perfectly, so she's nice and cozy.
She's actually got more room than what she did beforehand. Like, I've made it a little bit wider for her, so.
Well, she's getting old. She needs room. She
does,
needs comfort. She struggles to get up there, but it's good.
I don't think she does. I think she plays it.
Oh my God.
She actually gets up there easily when she wants to go for a walk. When she wants to come back to get up there, she's like, oh, I don't want to get up there.
He always thinks there's a hidden agenda.
Oh, there is. She's smart.
Anyway, she's going to my sister's for the weekend now, so we're going to have a Coco-free weekend for once. Alright, so the car's done, the hitch is done, and yeah, so next is the meet and greet.
Yeah, so we have the meet and greet coming up in November, and hopefully you guys have been waiting for the date to be announced. It's going to be on the 26th of November, just before we head off on our lap around Australia.
Yeah. So it is on a Sunday, so the last Sunday in November, and we've just tied that in after our cruise. We get back a little bit settled. We do have another holiday planned, so that's why it's the end of November. It's not closer.
Do we?
Yeah.
She's always got a holiday plan. They're not holidays. They're actually just ways to show you guys where we go, what we get up to, and what we do.
We can't sit still. I think you know that.
Well, we work to live, not live to work, so to speak. So hopefully we encourage people to get out there and do the same thing. But the meet and greet is going to be awesome. We're going to have Explore 4x4 there, which is a distributor of Darshi and Front Runner gear, and amongst other gear that he's a distributor for. So he's going to have a tent at the location, and we're also having Leon from Safe to Tow. He's going to come down and tow your vehicle. Please don't bring your van.
Tow your vehicle?
Not tow your vehicle. He's going to weigh your vehicle. Please don't come down with your van.
Yeah.
There's only probably enough room for vehicles. So if you want to get your vehicle weighed, Leon will be here. Not only that, he's so good to talk to about your weights of your van or whatever, and he'll give you some really good tips.
But we're not affiliated with Safe to Tow or Explore 4x4. They're just people that we know, and we've asked them whether they want to come along to our meet and greet, and that helps build up their business. And
100%. And the reason why we do this is because we've done the research, we've looked at different companies, and we're fortunate enough to come across Safe to Tow and even Explore 4x4, because they are quality businesses that we would say, look after and go and help them out. And you guys can get so much knowledge out of these guys, because they're very knowledgeable with four-wheel driving and cars and towing and weighing and everything. So
yeah, even the mechanics of your vehicle.
100%. Just getting back to the 26th of November, we'll come back to you guys with some actual times on the 26th of November. Pencil it in if you really want to come along and catch up with us and explore 4x4 and also safe to tow. We'll have a barbecue. We'll put that on for you guys. So it'll be great to meet you all and put names to faces because we love when you guys comment, and we know a lot of people's names, and it'd be really nice to meet you all. Let us know if you're going to come along, because that always helps with catering and stuff like that. But if you can't make it, that's fine as well. We might see you out on the road.
Yeah, we might see you in your state.
There's a lot going on as usual, but we'll take you guys on the journey. So thanks again for tuning in. If you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button, because it keeps us producing videos and gives you something to watch during the week.
And the subscribers have gone nuts. So on Sunday night we hit 5,000 subscribers, and already it's been 4 days and we're at 5,040 or something.
Yeah.
So my God, thank you.
Yeah. Because that really does promote our channel, and every time that you subscribe or hit the like button, it does push us up in the analytics of the whole
YouTube recommend us.
And we don't ask for anything else. Like, we're not here to flog anything off to you guys, because that's not us, and we're happy with just producing videos. So it really helps us when you guys support us that way by hitting subscribe, liking and sharing to your friends and family.
And all the comments that you guys write to us, that really perks us up.
You got a good laugh out of them.
Yeah. But your comments help. So anyway, enough chitter chatter. We're off.
We'll see you.
He's going to have some more wine.
Woo!